Hello, I'm Tammy Edwards. I'm the Acting Associate Director for Program and Employee Services and the Director for the Division of Amenities and Transportation Services, known as DATS. I'd like to tell you a story about an incredible team and point out two amazing leaders in that team. The name of this story is DATS, the Determined and Trusted Staff. Get it? DATS. The hum of the fluorescent lights in Building 31 buzzed as the DATS team contemplated the impending controlled chaos unfolding. The return to the physical workplace was looming, a logistical nightmare, only to the unprepared. But within the Office of Research Services, the DATS team stood firm, a stronghold of order and innovation against the impending storm. The team, a collective of bright minds and tireless employees, was tackling everything from parking nightmares to the culinary landscape of the campus. Their work was largely unseen, a silent engine purring beneath the surface, ensuring things ran smoothly. But today, their accomplishments will be celebrated. At the heart of the food-related calm was Greg Nelson, the DATS Amenities Branch Chief. He was a man of quiet confidence, his big smile and calm demeanor radiating a sense of control honed by years of restaurant ownership and a disciplined past in the U.S. Marine Corps. Pressure was a mere breeze to him, a challenge to be met with calculated efficiency. Greg had been a whirlwind of strategy and coordination. He had overseen the expansion of the food offerings across the Bethesda campus, transforming the usual cafeteria experience into a vibrant tapestry of flavors. Pizza stations sizzled, omelet chefs flipped with practiced ease, and the aroma of freshly butchered meat hung temptingly in the air. He'd even ensured that food trucks were stationed at the Rockledge and Fisher's Lane locations, bringing a touch of street food flair to the off-campus facilities. Just when you thought he was done, Greg pulled another rabbit out of his hat: the opening of a micro-mart at Bayview in Baltimore and the coffee zone at Fisher's Lane. Yes, it was overseen by him. And as if that weren't enough, he single-handedly increased seating capacity in the 10B1 and 31 cafeterias, ensuring a much-needed respite for the weary researchers and administrators. While Greg was focused on filling stomachs, Michelle Julia Mejia was tackling the equally daunting task of getting people to work. The commute, that notorious bane of modern existence, was about to become even more challenging, and Michelle knew it. Her domain was transportation, and commuter options were her game. She and her team sprang into action, organizing and leading 3 webinars, each one a targeted assault on commuter anxiety. The Bethesda Campus Lunch and Learn had drawn over 850 participants eager to glean any information that might ease their journey. The Rockledge and Executive Boulevard webinars followed suit, packed with employees anxious for solutions. Michelle tirelessly promoted the Transshare program, car and van pooling, biking, and even pedestrian safety. She hammered home the message that there were alternatives to solitary car commutes. But the webinars were just the beginning. Michelle and her team also orchestrated tabling events, populating the Clinical Center South Lobby, Building 31A Wing, NCI Shady Grove, and Rockledge with information and just friendly faces. They answered questions, handed out brochures, and generally served as a beacon of hope in a sea of commuter dread. Her biggest challenge came with the Rockledge 1 and 2 locations. In less than 2 weeks, she and her team had to establish a brand new parking permit system, including managing a satellite parking lot and developing a comprehensive policy to govern access. It was a monumental task, but Michelle, fueled with caffeine and an unwavering commitment, managed to pull it off. And then came the crunch. In just 2 days, she and a very special volunteer processed over 1,100 new permits at the Rockledge location. The scene was chaotic, a whirlwind of paperwork and frantic keyboard clicks, but Michelle remained calm, guiding the process with a smile and a reassuring word. It was insane, she admitted later, wiping her bead of sweat from her brow. But we did it, and that's all that matters. The return to the physical workplace was still fraught with challenges, but thanks to the tireless efforts of the DATS team, and especially the leadership and innovation of Greg Nelson and Michelle Julia Mejia, the transition was unfolding with unremarkable smoothness. They were the unsung heroes of ORS, the quiet problem solvers who truly understand the meaning of civil service, not just a job, but a commitment to making life better for everyone else. The end.